Now, the Ukrainian army's crackdown in the country's east is at its most intensive for weeks, with a large number of casualties, including civilians, being reported. Well, these are the latest images from one of the main targets of the operation, the eastern city of Donetsk. At least 100 anti-government fighters have been killed there, according to the Ukrainian military, although the chaos makes it impossible to verify the exact figures. Well, Maria Finoshina is in Donetsk for us now for RT International. Maria, I could see this morning. What is the situation like where you are right now? What's the very latest?
Well, the situation here remains very tense, and we now hear from Ukraine's military officials in Kiev that they are sure that on Tuesday those taking Donetsk city airport will either give up or die. With a military operation in Ukraine's east and south now continuing, Donetsk, this big regional capital with a population of over 1 million people, became the epicenter, the violent epicenter of the clashes between the Ukrainian army and anti-government forces. That's after a group of gunmen seized the city's airport, and the country's military tried to regain control over it, mostly using aviation, fighter jets, helicopters. We indeed receive reports about casualties, but I have to emphasize that this information, and actually any information coming out now, is very hard to be verified. But we hear from local self-defense units leadership that one of the airstrikes hit the trak carrying their members, killing at least 35 people and injuring many others. Again, this information cannot be verified so far. While local health authorities confirm that the city hospitals receive many people, predominantly with gunshot wounds. Donetsk is not the only hotspot in this part of the country. We hear from the town of Slavyansk, just kilometers away from where we are, that where the clashes have been continuing for several weeks already, that 3 civilians were killed when a fire was opened at a residential area. And from the city of Mariupol, we hear that the Ukrainian army launched an assault against the protesters' headquarters in the city center. Well, this is the situation here in the country.
Maria, thank you very much. RT's Maria Finoshina reporting from Donetsk in eastern Ukraine.